You look at a platform like WeChat. WeChat has over 1 billion users. Today, the WeChat has no rival, American or otherwise, in China. Now, when somebody gets on WeChat and they come to the United States, they travel, say they're a student, they're going to go to a university in your local town, and they go to that university. Do they get on Twitter or Facebook when they go to that university? No, they stay on WeChat. So, in essence, what the Chinese have created by blocking any competition within China is the ability to extend their great firewall to anywhere in the globe, because their citizens never get off their social media platforms. Usually, when they go to the university, they only talk Chinese to their to other Chinese students who are there. It's 80 to 90% of the time they're speaking Chinese. So there's not any of this cultural transfer that what many of the university professors would like you to believe. It's actually quite insulated, and they watch each other because they're told if they become too Americanized, they're not going to have a job when they go back. So this ability to send these apps around the world with their people is one of the ways that the Chinese Communist Party ensures that there's no cultural transfer to their population to bring it back to China. Another way is that they begin to change English language speakers is through applications like TikTok. TikTok's a data vacuum. It basically collects everything about you on your phone. Every single sensor is activated by the TikTok app. And today, with using machine learning, a smartphone can tell you or can tell when you are no longer holding the phone. And all this data that's connected, this metadata that's collected about you, is enough to create an understanding of your sentiment, of what you believe, of what you want, of what you fear. These are the things that TikTok does, and TikTok does it through artificial intelligence developed by ByteDance. ByteDance is the AI power behind TikTok, and they use it to serve up videos that essentially get you addicted. Now, the other thing that TikTok does is censor certain things that the Chinese Communist Party wants. They ensure certain messages that the Chinese Communist Party wants you to receive, like, perhaps the United States isn't doing a very good job with regard to coronavirus. Perhaps lockdowns are good for your health. These are things that TikTok promotes through the algorithms that ByteDance creates for it. Now, you might say, well, this sounds like 1984. It's a fictional book. This can't be happening. It's really not that bad. I encourage you to go read a report called Engineering Global Consent. It's put out by Australian Strategic Policy Institute. It details how one of these tech companies, Global Tone Communication Corporation, essentially collects data, 2 to 3 petabytes per year, doing its job. What is its job? Language translation, 65 languages using machine learning. A lot of the software is in Huawei products. And so they collect this teleconferences basically around the world for the purpose of translation. Guess where the data goes when it's not being used for language translation? To the United Front Work Group, which is a propaganda arm of the Chinese Communist Party, and the intelligence arm of the People's Liberation Army. And you might say, well, how do we know that? Well, we know that because the company, Global Tone Communication Corporation, was putting it on its website because it wanted to demonstrate how faithful, to the Chinese Communist Party the company was. A lot of this information is available in the open because the Chinese believe that the first layer of encryption for what they do is the Chinese language. Most Americans don't know it. They don't speak it. We don't translate it. We have no idea what's going on. So they can say pretty much whatever they want. And often they do. You can find videos of the most horrendous things. And they just suspect that we're not going to see it because we don't speak Chinese and we're not on Chinese social media.